Okay, so one of our key bets is foundations, and under the foundations we've got the Fresh Nude foundation, and then we've got the Matte Clay foundation. I'm going to take this one before anyone else.
I think a big thing about foundation is understanding what the customer wants. Some of us would personally prefer maybe a more high coverage, whereas some of us prefer more fresh, natural coverage.
Well, I've got the Matte Clay one here, and I've got it on today. I absolutely love this foundation.
It looks really good on you as well.
Thank you. It gives me a really, really good coverage. And because I've got oily skin, my skin stays matte, not dry, matte all day long.
I love the Fresh Nude foundations because I really feel like they make my skin look fresh and dewy, and I also love that if you're having maybe a little bit of a bad skin day, you can build up your coverage, so it gives you more of a even skin tone all over, and you can do that by applying several layers, just building up the coverage gradually.
That you don't want to be putting something on your face that you don't think is very natural. So with our Fresh Nude we have rose water, and then in our Matte Clay foundation we've actually got tea tree, which is incredible. But I think one of the biggest things about using a sort of high coverage foundation is you're worried that it's actually going to bring you out in more spots. The tea tree will stop that, and it's such a good sell especially towards our customer.
Yeah, definitely. What a great link to skincare as well. So you can say to your customer, if you love our Matte Clay foundation, why don't I show you some of our tea tree range?
And which brushes do you guys use for these?
For the Matte Clay, I actually use the complexion blender.
Oh yeah?
What I usually do with this is that at home, I usually just squeeze one dot on my cheeks, on my chin, on my forehead, and I get the buffing brush and just buff in circular motions. Gives me a really good finish.
And I think for when you're in store, this palette is just the most useful thing ever. So this is our artistry palette, and you can dispense your product directly onto there rather than using a spatula. Actually, do you want to?
So professional as well.
No.
Just £1 will be good enough for store. Just for when you're colour matching or anything like that, £1 is perfect.
What is your colour?
Oh,
So it's nice and smooth, isn't
really
it?
nice.
With that, I like that one.
oh, show them.
Yeah.
So as we see, it blends on really easily. It's almost like I've got nothing on there, isn't it?
It's very breathable, isn't it, as well? What about applying makeup? Because what my mum taught me, she's the first person to teach me anything about makeup, is completely different to what I would do now. So, like, what's your kind of top tip?
I always start from the inside of my face and then work outwards. And the great thing about that is you don't then end up with so much of a line around the side of your face. You're just blending it outwards because you want to make it look like it's your natural skin colour at the end of the day.
I like to kind of go down as well because I've got quite a few little hairs around the edge of my cheeks here, and I find if I blend upwards, then they stand out more, and you can see them much more visible.
Even though you say your neck as well, just here on this area here, that's the bit that I forget the most. So you just want to keep blending it in, just like you're doing there.
Absolutely.
And that buffing brush is amazing as well.
Colour.
So let's have a look at how to apply foundation. So as you can see, Lynn is applying some small dots of foundation onto the face, starting towards the nose and then blending outwards in circular motions. You can also use our normal foundation brush or our buffing brush, or even our new complexion blender. So whatever finish your customer wishes to achieve, we've got the perfect tool to suit their needs. And as you can see, she's also picking up that mirror and showing the customer her look so she can appreciate how amazing it is.
So 2 great foundations. Let's just recap on the tips.